Welcome everyone to Insights into the Weekly Haftarah. For those who have been following the 7 weeks between Tisha B'Av and Rosh Hashanah, we read 7 consecutive passages from Isaiah, Yeshayahu, and they're all of consolation. They all have the theme of consolation. They're not following the theme of the Parsha. It's more the theme of after Tisha B'Av, the Jewish people need consolation. And of course, the first one is Nachamu, Nachamu Ami. Console, console my people. So this week is the third of the 7. The Parsha is Parsha Ra'eh. And the reading here is from the book of Isaiah, from the 54th chapter, the 11th verse, to the 55th chapter, the 5th verse. It's a relatively short Haftorah, actually one of the shortest. Last week was quite long, and most of the other ones during the year are long. This is a relatively short one. It's full of consolation. It's full of prophecies of redemption and the future redemption and Mashiach. So I just want to pick out 4 different verses here that are important to notice. So one of them is the 13th verse of chapter 54. And the reason it's important is, at least in Nusach Sfard, this verse comes every single day, right at the end of davening before we say Aleinu. It says, V'chol banayach lumudei Hashem, v'rav shalom banayach. A very beautiful verse, and saying, and all of your children will be students of God, and your children will have much peace. Again, these are all not just consolation, but prophecies of the future. And in the future, it's saying that actually later in Rambam, quoting Isaiah, says that when Mashiach comes, the employment of the whole world, the occupation of the whole world will be to know God. So here it says, all of your children will study God, will study God's ways and His Torah, and there'll be much peace. So this is the source of it. And like I said, in Nusach Sfard, we say this every day right before Aleinu. Another verse here, which is very well known, it's the first verse of the 55th chapter, says, Hoi, called Sameh L'chu L'mayim, Asher Ein Lo Kesef, L'chu Shivru V'achlu, U'L'chu Shivru B'lo Kesef, U'B'lo Machir Yayin V'chalav. Here it says, Hoi, behold, all who are thirsty, let them come to the water, and anyone who has no money, go and purchase, possess, eat, and drink without payment, without a price, wine and milk. So it's not clear what it's saying. You could say it's in Messianic era, nothing will cost anyone any money. But that's not how it's understood, because we know the principle that we've mentioned many times, Ein Mayim El Torah. Any time in the Tanakh that it mentions water, it could mean just regular water, but it also will always be a hint or an allusion to Torah itself. So the way that this is interpreted by everyone is everyone who is thirsty, let them go to the Torah. You want your thirst quenched? Torah is what will quench your thirst, and you don't need money for it. Anyone can purchase, anyone can learn, anyone can be part of the water of Torah. And then at the end, it says, without any price, you can come to possess wine and milk. And in different verses, in different prophecies, many times the Torah itself is compared to either wine or milk. Wine, for sure, because wine, yayin, is gematria, 70. And this is the phrase, nichnas yayin yotze sod. When wine comes in, the secret comes out. And of course, there are 70 faces to the Torah. So yayin, wine, equals 70, the 70 faces to the Torah. And chalav, milk, because it's white. This is one of the reasons that we have milk products on Shavuos. So on Shavuos, we receive the Torah. And Torah is sometimes, milk is used as a metaphor for Torah because it's white and it's pure. So here we see it all in this verse. It's a very, very, very important verse. And then, one second. And then, right at the end, it says, Hatu aznechem ulechu elai, shimu utechi nafshechem, v'yakrata lechem brit olam chasdei David hanemanim. So here it says, all of you, listen to my words. This is the prophet, God speaking through the prophet. Listen to my words and come to me. Listen and your souls will live. And I will make a covenant with you, an everlasting covenant. The kindnesses of David, my faithful one. Or the like this covenant that God is saying that he will make with the Jewish people is similar to the covenant he made with David. He made a covenant with David that his lineage would be kings forever until Mashiach ben David. And so God is saying, I will make a covenant with you just like I made with David. And it's called here the enduring kindnesses that were promised to David. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this because I have a personal story with this is among the lost track, let's say 160 volumes of Rav Ginsburg's books. He put out it's in 5 books, but each book has two books. So there's really actually 11 books within these 5 sets. And what it is one of the best explanations of the structure of the Arizal's teaching was in a sefer called Chazdei David HaNemanim, from this verse. And this person wrote this explanation of the teachings of the Arizal. It's relatively short, but it brings the whole structure of the Arizal. And so Rav Ginsburg, over a year or two, went through this book, Chazdei, David, and Nemanim, and the result of these lectures were these really 11 volumes. They come to over 3,000 pages. So, this is a personal story, is that I was up in Tzfat. We go up there every year, and we always go to Meron, where Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai is buried. And I always go there and pray. And since we're at the grave of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, so I'm praying to Hashem that I could be privileged to understand the secrets of the Torah, especially the ones that came through Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. And of course, the Arizal is based in, is buried in Tzfat. And according to many, the Arizal was the Gilgul, the reincarnation of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. And so when I'm praying there, I had this set of books. I didn't merit to be at these lectures, but I had this set of books, and I had never really had time to open them. And I had this like clear flash that you want to understand the secrets of the Torah, so learn this set of books. And so I remember I got on the phone and I called Rav Ginsburg, and I told him about this kind of clear flash that I had, and I did it. It took me, I believe it was about a year and a half, and I learned approximately somewhere between a year and a half. I learned approximately 8 to 10 pages every day. That was my Seder of learning. That was my schedule of learning. And I made it through the whole thing. So here, when I was preparing the Haftarah, and here I see Chazdei, David, and Nemanim. So we should all merit. God is saying that, in other words, just like I made an eternal covenant with David, I also have an eternal covenant with the Jewish people. But in the beginning of the verse, it says, like, open your ears and come to me and listen, and your souls will live. So may we merit to be connected to the Torah, the secrets of the Torah, and through them, may we really, really live.